Hello my friends, it's Cyril, welcome back to my lab, and today we are going to work on motor and propeller, on how to make some measurements about the power consumption. If you are in a newbie in the hobby, this video is a must for you. You will discover a lot of technical stuff in the radio control world on how to set up a motor and propeller, and we are going to see a lot of different things in theory and practical. I have here two motors and here two propellers. I will make some measurement on at the end. So first step is to make the comparison between two different motors but with the same propellers, and at the end I will make also measurements with a third propeller here. This will be with the same motor but with different propellers, and the idea is to create the feeling of this matrix here that I have already prepared. Here I have the different motors. Here there is two blades, and three blades for the same motor here. And we will measure the intensity. And if I can, I have never done it, I will try to measure also the round per minute. So here the T for the number of torque. So we are going to do together this thing and measure this for different level of thrust. Minus 30%, plus 30%, or plus 100%, because in fact in the radio world, the thrust can go between in fact minus 100% to plus 100%. So in fact you have to understand that minus 100% is in fact like zero. In fact, the zero of the thrust corresponds in fact to the physical 50%. And the plus 100% correspond to the physical, in fact, 100%. So this is the thing that you have to understand when you will see the measurement minus 100% till 100%. And this is why, in fact, here I have this. It's the axis here for the x-axis, the minus 30%, the plus 30%, so the plus 100%. And we are going to make the measurements with two motors, BR2211, BR2212, both from Racerstar manufacturer. This one only with two blades. And the idea is at the beginning is I will compare, in fact, with the same propeller here, two blades. This is the same propeller here and here with the two motors different. And we will look at the result. And then here with the same single motor, the BR2212. First measurement with two blades and second measurement with three blades to see the impact with the intensity. To see, of course, what you should expect is in fact with three blades is to see the intensity a little more than the two blades. And the goal, in fact, also is for you to be able to do this kind of measurement to see if your ESC is correctly rated. And for this experiment, I am going to use always the same ESC. Skywalker 20 amp. I hope it will be sufficient. It is rated for 2 until 3S, but I will only work for 2S. So all the measurements that I am going to do are on 2S. That's why here I have written 8 volt. As you remember, the 2S range is between 7.4 volt and 8.4 volt. As an approximation, I will use 8 volt, and for all these measurements, I am going to use this generator here that I am going to set up to 8 volt. The added value, in fact, by using a generator is that I will not have the problem of the battery effect, where during the experiment, the voltage will be reduced. And this is the schema of the system. Here I have the transmitter, which will send some signal to the receiver. The receiver will send some signal to the ESC between minus 100% or plus 100%. Then the ESC, which is rated for a maximum of 20 amp, will send the control to the motor, and the motor is connected here to the propeller. What you must understand is that the ESC rated for a given max intensity doesn't mean that this intensity will reach the motor necessarily. This is a max intensity. This means this is a max capability. So here, when on my ESC, which is here rated for 20 amps, you will see, in fact, that 20 amp technically is not necessarily reach. What we will make in the experiment, what I will try to ensure with my setup is to not go above 20 amp. If I see in my measurement that I am reaching above 20 amp, I will stop and rework the bench. What does not appear is the battery. Here there is a battery which is in fact stopped by my generator, and in fact in my generator which is there, which will fix the battery, I have an indicator which will display me the intensity and the power. And before we are making the experiment, some little theory also about propeller which is not always understood. Here there is a propeller, and propeller in fact are two sides. There is clockwise or counterclockwise. The fact is that often you have to match it with your motor and with the propeller holder. And to know which side is going the propeller, you take the seeker side. Here there is a seeker side which is on the left, and the sinner side here is on the right. When you look at the propeller from the top like this, and in fact when this is the seeker side is on the left, this means that the propeller must turn counterclockwise. And why I say this? Because in fact here you have a threaded screw here, and if I put there, my threaded screw is going to put a pressure and I screw it clockwise. And this is very important in fact, because in fact, what does this mean? It means that there is a difference of sides between the way the screw is screwed and the way the propeller will turn. Because in fact, if you do this and the screw must be screwed in the other way, there is no possibility that the screw goes away. However, suppose that I have a propeller which is reversed, so right, so clockwise. If my propeller is going this side and I screw also this side, there might be some problems, because with the speed there will be some momentum, and in fact by the propeller will go faster than the thread, and in fact the thread will be removed alone. And that's why in fact you should be aware and not put any propeller on any screw without making a careful study. So here I have a propeller counterclockwise, and I have a fixation which is going to be closed clockwise, so they are matching. So be careful of this setup. And here I have exactly the same thing. I have a propeller counterclockwise, and same thing, I have checked, it is fixed with a clockwise threaded screw. And for my setup, here I have the generator here, which is connected with 4mm banana connector, and here I have created my XT30 adapter, and it is directly connected to my ESC, and I am going to connect the ESC to the first motor here. And here this motor is a 2211 by the brand Racer Star. And my generator is now ready. It is connected to 8 volt. Let's connect the battery.
RF signal low.
Okay. The ESC is started. I have already made the configuration of the ESC between the max and the minimum throttle. You should do it. If you have not do it, and I will start to make some experiment. Let's look first at the output of the generator. You will try to see during the experiment. So at the line above here there is a volt, 8 volt. So this should be constant. We are going to see the interesting is the intensity here. So here you see it is like in standby, there is already an intensity of 0.1 amp. And there is here the wattage, the power. In fact, this should be in fact the multiplication of the volt by the intensity. So I'm going to write down all the amps. Normally 8 by 0.1 should be yes, if you round it by 10, it's like 1 watt already. 1 watt without any power supply on the propeller. And the reason why it is already consuming this is about the different electronics which is embedded on here. In my setup, I have lettered everything connected, and there is a gyro here with my beautiful plane. And maybe that's why also there is some consumption at the standby mode. Also to measure the speed, the rotation speed, I have put this tape here, the red tape, and I am going to use after to try to use this tool to see if I manage to make the measurements. This will be one of the first times, so I will see if I manage to do this. And be careful, what I am doing is very, very dangerous. Be careful to your eyes. Always when you do this kind of experiment, protect your eyes I have this to protect my eyes because you are never know if the blade is correctly fixed or not. It can always fly and completely distort your face or your fingers or your eyes. So be careful. I'm going to protect with this mask. And if you are a little guy, little boy, don't do this alone. Use this with do this with one parent or one friend. And be very, very careful because what I am doing is very, very dangerous with the speed of the thing and also the blade here, the wood that I have used is quite hard and quite heavy. The thing can also go in the air, so very be careful. So now let's start to make some gas and I'm going to go to minus 30%. Okay, I am minus 30%. You see, and the intensity is about 2 amps. And let's try to use rotation meter. So you see the rotation meter, it is a laser. And above here I have the measurements, about 5000 RPM. So now let's go to plus 30%. Okay, you see it is the intensity increased a lot. I am to 7.6 amps. Let's go to 100 amps, 100%. So here you see the power is limited. I am going down, so I am going to increase the maximum current to reach again 8 volts. Okay, I have increased the current. Now I am at 8 volts back and I can measure back the quantity. And in fact, I have an issue because my generator cannot provide more than 10 amps. So this was not expected. In fact, my generator, I think it is limited to 10 amp. It was not going anymore. So this means what? This means that at 100%, this in fact is above 10 amp. Okay, so for the first measurement, I have the intensity minus 30% to 2 amp plus 30% to 7.6 amp. You see a big increase, in fact. And then I am above 10 amp at the maximum. So this is quite big already. I was not expecting such an intensity. And for the number of rounds per minute, minus 30% I am to 5000 rounds per minute. And plus 30%, 8000 rounds per minute. I have removed the wiring for the existing first motor and I have plugged the second motor and I have ensured that it is going in the correct side. If we look, okay, it is going correctly in the counterclockwise side, which corresponds one more time to the seeker part of the propeller, which is above, which is on the right. No, on the left. When you look from above, and you look at this part here, the seeker going is on the left, and it is turning like this. And if you want to look the shape of the propeller to understand a little better, so you see here there is a seeker part here on this part, on the thinner part here, which is there. So that's why it's like a wing of a plane. So it must go in this direction, like this, so that the air goes from the top to the bottom. And now let's make the first experiment. We are going to go to minus 30% and monitor the intensity. So 3.6 amp for minus 30%. And I have forgotten to put some tape to make the measurement of the round per minute. Okay, so here it has exploded. Okay, so here it has exploded. So that's why it's dangerous. No hurting, but it has exploded. It has exploded. No, in fact, the propeller has been removed. The better explanation would be that I think because of the big thrust, and because maybe I have not correctly tidied up, there is the air is pushed, so it tries to go up, and I think it has just went up. So I'm going to try to put it again, make it a little stronger. And I think, in fact, the big noise comes from the fact that I have not also made the fixation enough stark. So let's do the experiment again. I have fixed, in fact, I had at the beginning only 2 screws in the left and the right. Now I have put 4 screws and put again the propeller on a little stronger. And now let's do one more test to see if it is better. And by the way, I insist you remember I have told you this is very dangerous. The propeller here could have gone in my eyes, and if I have not any glasses, this could have destroyed me. So be very careful when you do this kind of experiment. So let's come back to minus 30%. It was 3.6 amp. Let's go this and then try to reach plus 30%. Okay, minus 30%, 3.6, let's go to plus 30. Seven amp. Okay, so something here, you see 3.6, 7 amp, 8K, about 9 key. And in fact, I do not manage to reach the maximum, but in fact, I have noted I reached 10 amp at 77%. Well, now let's try to do the 3 blades. The 3 blade propeller is there, and you have understood I am going now to measure the intensity as a different power level. Let's get started. Amp for minus 30%. Plus 30%, 5.5 amp. Plus 100%, 8 amp. Okay, so it's finished. The propeller, 3 blade propeller. What I have not told you, in fact, one thing important is that this is not pure 3 blades. The diameter is also a little smaller. So that's why you might expect another result. But because of this, in fact, here, so about the round per minute, I have not measured everything because it was like dangerous and I was not so much confident. But so let's look at the intensity. The intensity, in fact, for the 2 blades. Let's look at the minus 30%. 2 blades with the first motor, I have 2 amps. Then with the bigger motor, I have 3.6 amps, so a little more consumption. And 3 amp with 3 blades. So, but the 3 blades, one more time, the diameter is a little smaller, but there is still 3 blades. So 3 amp is lower than the two blades for the same bigger motor. Okay, plus 30% of power, intensity of 7.6 amp for 2 blades with a small motor. Then about a little smaller intensity, which is just different. So there might be some electrical different effect, but there is more consumption for the bigger motor at low power than high power. Maybe it is more efficient. Here you see 7 amp instead of 7.6 for the bigger motor. And if I go to the 3 blades for the bigger motor, even less intensity, so quite nice. So this means why the bigger motor might be a little more efficient. I don't write me in the comments if you have some explanation. Then plus 100%, I have not noted here, and here I have noted, in fact, this was 77%, and reaching 10 amp. And what is great is that I am managing to go to 100% here in the last combination with a bigger motor of 3 blades and I am reaching 8 amp. So after this, I will make my cake. I'm going to review my setup of my plane. And in fact, one of the reason, in fact, why I challenge these two motors is in fact my current setup of my beautiful plane as the first motor here. And in fact, it is a little tail heavy. So one of the idea also is to put a bigger motor, which has a bigger weight, which have about the same capacity electrical consumption. And in fact, by using a bigger motor, I have a little more power potentially, and same efficiency, same electrical consumption, and a little more weight also on the nose. So this can maybe be better, and I can also interchange the propeller, because in fact I think this three blades is much too big for the first smaller one. Okay, that's all for the presentation for today. And I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. See you later in this channel. Write me down in the comments if you have some question or your comments about this experiment. See you later in this channel. Bye.